Hey, I wanted to do the most overlooked marketing asset and real estate agents forget to use. I want to show you, and the reason I got the screen kind of, it's in Canva is because I'm going to be going back and forth on some tabs. So I wanted to be clear about that. But when you're looking at it, a lot of people think it's hard. There's a learning process for sure. But, it's really the consistency and, putting some time in it. And marketing's everything. I was talking to a guy last night who was trying to start a business and in his real estate business. And he, as we were talking, he said, I didn't have one thing to marketing to do. He didn't know how to do it. And so, I told him, I said, well, how are you going to get noticed? Because, he couldn't believe that three people I talked to yesterday couldn't believe that I have clients all over the world. How do I do that? I keep, I get out of the state. I really don't have hardly anybody in the Ohio area, but most of my people are from Malaysia, Australia, Canada, Singapore, California, New York, Idaho, you name it, I've got it. But, how did I do that? I did it by marketing. And I did it consistently. As I went, I learned. So I'm going to show you a few tricks as we do that. But it does, a lot of people go, well, it's going to take me a long time to do it. It's going to take time. Everything does. Anything good takes time. If it was easy, everybody'd be doing it. But the thing of it is, if you want to become a realtor and start getting more and more services noticed and your resume noticed, you need to market. So I'm going to show you a few things. There's a couple things I do. I use Blogger a lot. Blogger.com is it's free, and you can write blogs in it. You can see here I've had over 8.5 million hits. Today I've gotten over 1,000 hits. So it's a great blog to do. You can go to Fiverr and get the template set up, but I'll show you kind of what they look like, what my website looks like here. So this is my website. So, just kind of, it's a really nice, easy, simple website. And they can, on the right there, they can put their name in if they have any questions. I'm maximizing it. And I've got 3 or 4 of them I got to do today. And I promote other websites that I have there too. So it's just a nice free thing to do on that. So Blogger is one of the things I use, and I write pretty much every day. I've got, I've got 2,754. And you can set up many other websites. I won't get into that, but I have one. This one, and this one's got today, this one's got 60, but I had 199. I just started that one. So there's a lot of websites I can promote there. I like to do informational stuff on that. So I do that. So the finished one here, I just put this one up a couple weeks ago. And basically it's just a bunch of properties. But again, it looks similar to my blog that I do. So I just like to do a lot of different. That way I can send my clients, if they ever ask, hey, I need to see everything that I did when I finished before after pictures. I do a lot of videos. And that's the next thing is YouTube. It's free. And there, I have almost 10,000 subscribers. It gets you a lot of, you can do a lot of communication through it. You can do videos. These are my videos on this. So some have a lot of hits, some don't. But these are updates that I send my clients. This is a virtual tour through a lease. And this is another one. This is probably going to be leased today. I just put this in 6 days ago. And then you can see all the different stuff. I also you can do shorts, which gets you a lot of hits. This one's got 51. I got some, this one, let's see. I've got some of them one of them went over 900. Here's one. This one I just put up has 306. And you can pop these in there and keep them and just keep doing 692, 135, 808. 961, there's that one, 961. But I just go through houses and I talk about what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, give them some tips. They like that. And then of course, what I'm doing now, the podcast, it's got all the different it's a vlog basically, and I keep that. I do that exclusively in YouTube. So YouTube has a lot to offer. And just another note too. When you're looking at something and you don't know how to do it, like Blogger or anything, you can go to YouTube and look it up, and they'll have some kind of instructional video you can do. I learned a lot from YouTube. So YouTube's a great marketing and a great resource for you in your business. Now I have other stuff I'll do, which I'll show you. I have Instagram. Instagram feeds into Facebook, your Facebook page. But you can see, I just started doing it a couple weeks ago. But this one got 150. All my videos that I'm dumping on YouTube, I dump in here too, because you know it's another format for them to see. So I just dumped this one in today. So Instagram is a good one. Facebook is another one. You can dump your business page. You can put a lot of videos in there, and you know they get seen. So it's just you want to put them on different platforms. Your blog, use your blogger to do different platforms. To put it, one of my it's Instagram. If it's a video only, I only do videos in Instagram unless it's family pictures or something like that. But videos work very well on Instagram, and you can also have your own platform in this. And I also use LinkedIn. So LinkedIn, you know, I keep asking people to join my LinkedIn, and I've been doing it for years. But I've got 16,173 followers on there. That's a lot. So when I put something out, a lot of people see it. And I just keep adding people all the time because you can just go into your network thing, you know, and there's a bunch of, you know, there's people there you can connect with. If you don't know them, so what? If they're in your business, though, I like real estate agents, so you just hit that and then they're good to go. And then at least you can share their information. I can share my information. And, you know, you just get better known. A guy bought a property from me that he said the only reason he did that because I had so many people in LinkedIn, you know, 16,000. So at that time it was like 12, but it just keeps growing and growing and growing. So LinkedIn's another good one. I also use X. X is a good one. I dump a lot of stuff on there. So this came from my IDX site. It dumps all that on there. It's just different stuff. And I'll probably put this one on my blog because, you know, I pay for this. So that's a good one. So those are some of the stuff that I use to promote my business, and I just do it every day. One other thing you might want to look at is Canva. Canva's a great, you know, you can see I use it a lot, but Canva's a very easy online marketing software that you can use to make your you know, whatever you want is on here. You can make videos, you can make a document, they have AI on here right there, all that. So there's a lot out there to do, but what you want to do is get started. So if I had to start right now, I'd probably start with Blogger. Blogger's a great free that you can start writing, but write it in your Gmail so you make sure you got all your punctuations right. You know, you don't misspell words and stuff. You just write it in your email and copy and paste it. Gmail. You copy and paste it. It's all taken care of, because at the end of the day, I do let me show you here. I do a newsletter every week from that. So my newsletter looks like this. So it's a really nice newsletter, and that's all from my blog that I write all during the week. I send this out every week, 52 weeks a year. So people see I get a lot of business from this. You know, I have 2,400 subscribers, so they get to see what I got. So and I just dump it on many other platforms, but this is what this is what I do, because again, I can dump that on my YouTube, my blogger too. I just, you know, I don't put the HTML on there, and you can take the course on that, but I just make a nice little, thing here, and when you hit that, it goes into that particular one, and there's all the stuff there. So it's really a good thing. Marketing has changed my life. I've sold over 1,200 homes. I've done, you know, I've never door knocked or cold called. It's really important, needs to be an important facet of your business. And if you're interested in talking to me, call me at 216-703-5740. I can help you with that. Key Realty is another great resource for me. I love the company. $450 a month, $250 EO. That's it. There's no transaction fees, desk fees, nothing like that. You get most of your check. So again, give me a call, 216-703-5740. I'm Brett. I'm with Key Realty. Thanks, and have a great day.